Welcome to the greatest sports show in the world. Good week, everybody. How's everyone doing out there? Jason, how you doing?
Good, man. How about you?
Uh, I've been better. This is I've actually been pretty ill last couple of days. I guess I picked up something in Vegas. Not the
Oh,
yeah, not what normal people usually pick up because they're out there, dealing meat. Um,
right. Got
Yeah,
it.
no, listen, myself, I was just out there, slinging tournaments and, yeah, just exhausted and tired. My team went over, and
Oh,
to be frank with you, if I would have picked our selections, I would not have picked my team to be over, from that initial. I would have picked the team that won it to be last place,
hmm.
mainly because the
Well,
ringer was passed out before the draft started, like, at a table.
I've been
Um
there before.
Yeah, you have, well, he went at a urinal, but if he coulda made it there, I think so. But he's also from Alaska, so, all they do up there is play hockey and drink, right? So I guess I should have known that.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, it's been tough. Been a tough couple days, slept all day today, but I was like, "You know what? For the people," we haven't done it the last 2 weeks, even though we were trying to start a streak, but I don't like to take responsibility for anything. This wasn't my fault. This is
Okay.
all Jason's fault on the last 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's what see, just absolved me of everything. Thank you very much
Right.
for
Yeah,
doing that.
you're welcome. You know,
Um, Jason's
sometimes
out.
work calls. Got to do what I got to do.
Hey, I'm trying to get us paid, to
Yeah.
do this podcast. That way this work would be calling,
Yeah.
right? But it's not there yet. But look, I'll even show people here. I mean, look, right here. I mean, OnlyFans. We do have one. We do have one. No subscribers yet, probably because I haven't set up any subscribers. But in between being sick and sleeping all day today, I've been on the phone with Facebook.
Okay.
Imagine finally
With the
getting.
Facebook.
Yeah, I have been because we got invited to, like, monetize, like, we had some video that we posted the other, I guess last month had, like, 1,000,000 views on it,
Okay.
and it's of, like, these goalies fighting, and here's the funniest part of that. Okay, that's a cliffhanger. Tell them where they can find us first, and then I'll go after.
All right. So you can find us at all socials, including OnlyFans, at the BLPA. You can find Nick over at Nicker Jones on Twitter, the Nicker Jones on Instagram, and the only place you're going to find me is at Beer League Jason on Twitter,
Which
formerly known as Twitter.
yeah,
Now it's
now
X.
X, yeah, so, okay, so we had this video that was posted, and I wanna, give a shout out to David H, who sent it to me, and the funny part about it is that, it was a shitty video. It was goalies fighting, and, like, David's David's doing the video, and as the goalies start fighting, I guess he gets into the video, and he, like, pans his camera over.
Yeah,
It's
he's
just
watching and
yeah,
not looking.
it's just showing the goalie helmet, and, like, these people, like, there was probably thousands of comments just commenting on how shitty the the videographer was, and, like, someone should punch the videographer. Like, I came to watch a goalie fight, and it just went, and I had to turn off notifications because it was, like, blowing up, and then we had, like, 1,000,000 views, and all of a sudden I've got, like, an invite from Facebook to monetize BLP, which is cool. I wanna monetize the shit out of
Yeah,
things,
we should do that. Yeah.
but then I, like, started going in, and they're like, "Oh, you have policy violations," and I'm like, "What the fuck have I done to violate Facebook's policy?" One time I got booted for calling someone, like, quoting Home Alone by saying, "Thanks a lot, you filthy animals," or something like that, and so I didn't know. So I've spent all day, trying to figure this out, and so we do have, bonuses now. So the people that watch our content, we can get paid on it,
Okay.
and we do have, uh, subscription. So I guess it's kinda like OnlyFans, but on Facebook, or Patreon on Facebook. I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but we have the ability, but I'm trying to get, like, ads in our live stream. I don't know. So
Listen,
we'll see what
I'll
happens.
show my dong or my feet to anyone who will pay me. Like
E
that's just
exactly. And
they
by
don't probably
pay,
see my dong. It's probably my meaty clackers they want to see. But
yeah, I mean,
you
no
know,
one wants. I
same
mean,
thing.
listen, dongs are dongs. Everyone's
Yeah,
a dong's a dong is a dong. But
yeah.
where it really sets men apart, them big
The clackers.
old clackers.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, for anyone that's actually on our show on live stream and listen and wants to see Jason's meaty clackers, we we want to know who you are. All right. So if you're on Facebook, I keep posting a link in the chat here. If you'll just click that so we can see, because it just says, I mean, it just says Facebook user,
Yeah, that's no
a
fun. We
well-known
don't know
Vegas
who you
player.
are.
I don't know who you are. So you could chirp me, but I won't get a chance to chirp you back like I did that one guy and ran him out. And that's what I don't really want to run you out, but I want to have a back and forth.
Yeah.
So obviously I talked about the Vegas draft. There was also the Wichita draft, and now we're on a little hiatus for the holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. And then we go to SoCal, Disney, and then we go to Philly, and then we go to Binghamton, and then a couple weeks off, Savannah, a couple weeks off, and then it gets crazy. Then it's the month of 5 dexes in 4 weeks, because that's how we do things.
Yeah.
And then April, 4 bashes in 4 weeks. Insane. It's so and then May's Japan. You're going to Japan, right? You are going. Let's go. Come on, let's do it.
I'm working on it.
Like, if you go, do you have to take Kate?
If I go, she can't go. It'll be me, and I'll probably bring Jaden.
Okay. And I think Frank's going, but he like Frank, like, he'll like say, well, let me know. I got to get my hotel. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll let you know what. Just get your hotel and go. And then he doesn't respond back for however long. That's just how Frank is, right? So,
Frank's pretty busy right now. He's a busy guy.
Yeah. So we got here's a Facebook user. I don't even know what this person's saying. Watching you guys and Joe play at the same time.
I'm guessing Michael Cosentino.
Oh,
shout out the whole Cosentino family.
Are they? I wonder if they're still Patreon members.
It's the only guy I know who would be watching someone named Joe on Live Barn play hockey.
Oh, is he watching him on Live Barn?
That's just me assuming.
Do you think? No, people don't go watch like their friends play in person, do they?
I mean, I don't.
I mean, I don't really have many friends. I mean, all of you guys are my friends, but like in Calgary, like there's no one that I like enough in Calgary outside of Andrew Antonucci and his lovely girlfriend, or whatever you want to call her. I would probably go watch them, just take photos. But I'm not just going like, hey, bud, let me come out and watch you puck it up.
Play some puck. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I might watch you referee.
I think you should.
I think you would be entertaining as a referee. I want to shout out to Taylor and Scott Sandman Newman Jr., who were in Vegas, so they know what I was talking about when they saw our 0-5 team. And to be honest, I said I don't like to take responsibility for things, but I kind of fucked my team in the championship game, in the silver, because I had 3 chances to tie this game up. Great looks, and just I wasn't able to pick any corners. I missed them.
I feel you. I played hockey last night for the first time in probably like 6 weeks, and I had like 4 breakaways, and I don't think I got a shot on net, like on actual true breakaways. Like
you missed the net on.
I just couldn't. Yeah, like one of them I didn't even shoot. Like the puck just didn't go anywhere.
That little bad. That's the ice's fault though, because it probably.
I mean the ice was rough.
Right.
Refs were terrible.
Yeah, so it was a rough Vegas weekend, but then back it up a weekend to Wichita, and let me shout out Wichita real quick, okay? I don't want to say it was electric, because it wasn't quite at the level required for electricity.
Was it coal burning?
What I'm saying is I think I could get there.
Steam
powered for sure.
Steam powered. Got it.
I want to tell you why I think it'll get there.
Okay.
5 years ago, we started this little, and we went to a place where no one that I talked to was like, yeah, that's where you should do your first one.
You basically had to like make me go. You were like, yes. No, you're coming.
I was like, listen, this is the first one. You have to come. And you're like, what? Who wants to go to Omaha? Right. And then like that first year, it was low, 40 players. But we had fun. And now it built to 6 teams, It kept getting bigger. And now Omaha is one of our biggest, most fun tournaments. And that's what I feel Wichita is going to be. It's how it started, exactly the same way. A lot of people told me, well, I would go, but who wants to go to Wichita?
Yeah.
I agree. On a like, if I was saying, hey, I'm going to travel somewhere, in my mind, it wouldn't be to Wichita.
Yeah.
But there's just something there. There's something there. When old Nicky feels it, he's usually pretty spot on it.
Yeah.
But I think what makes Omaha is the locals buying into it
for sure.
And I think that like the locals will talk it up, and they're proud to have the BLPA come to their city, and that makes other people want to get interested in going. And I mean, they host us to do things, they have parties, and they're just around while we're there in Omaha. I think that's how Wichita is going to be.
Okay.
And so, usually I don't miss.
Are you telling me to put it on my list for next year? Is that what you're
I
saying?
think you should. I think you should
Okay.
check it out. I mean, Wichita does have an airport, believe it or
Okay.
not.
Good news.
It's 2 mile or 2 hours from my hometown, Oklahoma City. And so you've been to the Oklahoma City one, haven't you?
Mm,
Or you haven't? Oh, you should go to the Oklahoma City one too. I mean, that's hometown.
okay. Yeah.
I come to your hometown.
That's
You know?
Can I go to your hometown while you're in my hometown?
I mean, we could flip the script and do something, I guess. I mean, yeah,
Okay.
why not? And then we do something. But yeah, Wichita was really cool, and I'm really looking forward to SoCal because well, it's Southern California and
Yeah.
it's cold as fuck
Yeah, it's
in
December.
Calgary right
Yeah.
now.
It's not a
And
bad place to be.
yeah, I mean, and we get to go to Disneyland and Legoland, so
Solid.
bonus, right?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, in Vegas, everyone was great. I mean, we just had we had a great mix of people, really. I mean, even outside of being 0-5, it was just one of those things where just the people were good. Everyone hung around. I did it. I did what I told you I was going to do.
Yeah, I heard. Oh, I mean, I was in the group text.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't partake. I mean, you
No.
obviously did not want a money line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm gonna let you tell your story, but afterwards, I have an alternative that I think could work for us that's similar.
Okay. Okay.
So
Well,
tell the story first.
let me tell you what I did. I mean,
Okay.
let me back it up first. A
Yeah.
couple years in Vegas,
Yeah.
and let me tell you about the time that I had this idea where I'm like, hey, there's $100 spin slot machine. I don't want to put a lot of $100 bills in of my own because I don't
Right.
really have all that much money to be just tossing around out there. I know people see me on like first class flights and all that stuff, but that's only because I fly so much. They just upgrade me when there's an open seat. It's not
Right.
like I'm just paying for that shit. All right. So I just started talking to my friends, some bullshit idea about, hey, why don't you give me $100? We'll collect all that $100, and how many of our $100 we collect, that's how many times we'll spin this $100 machine, thinking we're bound to win something,
Yeah.
right?
And I
And I,
think I was the first one in, right? I'm
you
like,
were,
yeah,
yeah, you
sign
were
me
the
up.
first one in. You were the first one in, and we collected $1,600 with my 100 included. So we have 15
Sure.
plus me. We did 16 spins. We did not win a goddamn time. Not even like a bing 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 bing. Here's a $5 winner. Nothing. We lost. So I thought, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's go roulette. Let's mix it up a little bit. And so I've talked to you about it many times before. Everyone told me I was stupid, and no, they're not going to do it. And I try to tell them like we're due, like that we're due. We're going to do it. And so I did it this time, and people were in. Like we got even more money. We got
Okay.
$2,200.
Wow.
And here's my like I'm not a big gambler. I like to win. I like winning, but
Yeah.
it's not called just winning. It's called
Yeah.
gambling because there's a chance to
Sure.
lose. I just didn't know you could walk into any casino and toss $2,200 down on the roulette table. So I was like, we got to find a high roller place, of course, right? I mean,
Right.
come on, high rollers here. So we go to the Bellagio because it's big high roller casino, right? I mean, that's where
Yeah.
we went. And we walk in and we're live streaming first. That's a no-no.
Yeah.
They
Can't do
weren't,
that.
especially in the high roller room. They didn't. They just said, "Excuse me, can you turn the video off?" And we're like, "Okay." And then I'm like, "Okay, well, your limit says 1,000 on like I got 2,200 to throw down here." Like I was pulling out my clackers and throwing them on. They're like, "Oh,
Right.
yeah, no, the limit's $20,000." I was like, "Oh, excuse me, I got 2,200." And they're like, "Okay, here's your chips." And I go, "Oh, you don't need to give them to me. Just slide them right on over to black. We're gonna let this thing ride here." And they spun it. Bounce green 0, bounced in there, and then bounced out to red 32.
Oh.
So we lost on the first one. And let me tell you why we picked black.
Okay. Tell me why you picked black.
I don't see color. All right.
Okay.
In people.
Yeah.
But there was a gentleman who was black that was playing on our team. And he said, "I'm in, but only if we go black first because I'm black."
Okay.
And we did. And everyone said, "Go red." But I was like, I already promised. I promised my man. I mean, what would they're like? He's not even here. Like he didn't even show up. Like we had like 10, 12 people around ready to watch this thing. He didn't even show up. They're like, who would have known? I said,
Right.
I would have known. And if I can't be a man of my word, told Charles here, and go black when I told him I'd go black, but they're like, but what if we would have won? I
That
said,
would have been nice.
I said, fuck Chuck. Then next time I'm not picking black next time. So we lost on the first spin, but the goal, like we brought it down. I was going to do originally it was going to be one spin, and if we won, we pull it out and then let it ride 8 times. But then they said that's too many. You're not going to get that lucky. We'll let it ride 3 times. And I was like, okay, fair enough. But we didn't even get past first spin. So
because you were going to pull your money out though, like the original
So everyone got their money back.
If you got one, right? So then you're really on a free roll at that point.
Exactly.
If you lose, it's okay. You got your money back.
Yeah, but if you win 3, right, would have been at 22, 44, $8,800, right? We
Yeah.
would have been big pimping right now.
Yeah.
And then let me tell you, right before I went into this thing, I was waiting for everyone to come, so I just sat down at a slot machine, and I want to let you know, Zeus never steers me wrong in the slot machines. Zeus, I hear that all the time because I'm always winning on that machine. I put in $40, and before I knew it, I was up to $320.
Hey yo.
I got the big roll, and like when you get the big roll, like you get like six numbers, then it gives you like this thing, and it spins, and then you can go on the progressive and whatever. And I got 3 lightning bolts, and I got 3 spins on this progressive thing. I'm like, all right, let's go. And so I got 5,500, and then I got 3,300, and then it spun and it hit the mega, which was $9,000, $9,600, but it hit in between the mega and the 1,200. It could go either way. Went to the 1,200.
Ugh.
I was literally like, did I just win 10 grand here? Like, what the fuck is going on? Let's go. But I didn't. So,
well,
but I still pulled like 340. I still pulled $300 out of that $40 before I lost $2,200 in the roulette. But hey, at least I won.
It's why the casinos are still standing and they look so nice.
They are nice, man. They are nice. So next time, I don't know, like maybe is my goal now to get $20,000 and toss it down? We got a whole year. Oh, we froze. Oh man, Jason's internet froze on me. Jason's got Nashville internet. Oh boy. Look at him go. Okay, well I'm gonna carry this show. I don't think I'd ever have the balls to put $20,000 on one bet. But I would like to. Oh, here he is. He's back. But I would like to put $20,000. Are you there?
Yeah, and I never lost you, so I could hear you the whole way.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. So Jason, we were just talking about where you were, what your idea was.
Yeah. So instead of putting on chance, why don't we collect that money and let someone who's good at money lining do some money lining with it?
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying.
I mean, I'm down. Like, cause I like to do a little winning myself.
Yeah.
Right. But now we're to a point now where eventually I am due. Like the odds are, I can't lose ever. And I'm getting into that territory of like, of lovable loser, like Chicago Cubs, that kind of thing. Now people are just rooting for me. Right. And now they're going to toss their hundo just cause they know I'm due.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel I'm, and maybe that's that's kind of what every gambler says, I think, but usually gamblers think that because they've won before. Not me.
Listen, I had a fantastic bet tonight, money lining. I took Columbus and Buffalo over 6.5. Last time I checked, there was like 12 goals in that game.
Right on. Did Johnny Gaudreau score any of them?
He did. He scored the very first goal.
Look at this guy.
13 goals scored in that game. So I mean, that was easy money.
What'd you win?
We won. I bet $350 to win $670. And we got paid out in the second period. We had 7 goals through halfway through the second period.
Hashtag BLPA bets. Yeah,
just saying.
I like it. Hey, you want to see our new koozies?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I dig it.
We also have a white one with some black tracers, but I don't have that one up here with me. My kid took it earlier, and so I don't have it. But yeah. So wait, share what? What is? Hey, buddy, it's not like me to ask for help, but would you mind sharing this to your Facebook? I'm in a bind and can use all the shares. Well, listen, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes either. But I mean, if you can't even click the Facebook button, so I know who it is, what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying, Jason? I don't know if this is a scam, but let me click it. Oh, I don't want to hide. Oh, wait, I don't want to hide that. I don't want to hide that.
Feels scammy.
It does kind of feel, it feels a little scammy. I don't know. But if anyone is there, oh, there's Joe Luciano. You should have taken that 2,200 and picked 22 numbers. Joe, listen, bud, all I can do here. And 22 that's actually, I was born on 222. So I like them twos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking Luciano. I thought Luciano was playing hockey.
I mean, I could be wrong. It could have been a different Joe.
Oh, John, you huge follower. I appreciate you following. I can't see what the GoFundMe is, my guy. But it's in the thing here. So if you keep talking up in the chat, people see it. And as soon as I get off, I can take a look at it. I just, for some reason, on whatever service I'm on here, I can look, I can show the thing here, but I can't actually click it for some reason until I get onto an actual computer. So, hey, all about helping our followers and our friends. So if you really are in a spot, let's see if we can get a little help to you. So if any of our followers are out there and they're watching, they can click it and tell us what it's all about. We can talk about it on here while we're doing this show.
Yeah.
All right. So hey, let's ask Luciano, since he's here. We know he is here, and the one thing we need to talk about is Italy.
Okay.
And I don't know this for a fact, but I see the O at the end of his name, so I'd assume he's Italian.
He's pretty Italian, probably.
So maybe he's going to go to the motherland,
Yeah,
for
maybe.
Rome.
Joe, you coming to the motherland with us?
Yeah. Are you going to Italy? Italy? Yeah, Jason's going too. He just said it. He said it. He literally said it on live streams, and I can't back out. That's kind of how it goes. It is binding. I am super stoked about. I'm super stoked about Italy, mainly because I haven't had carbonara since I went back, because I had it so many times in Italy. I think that's. Whew, okay, I gotta read that in just 1 second. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just excited about the whole, Pompeii. I've never been to Pompeii. I'm super stoked to go to Pompeii. I'm stoked for the whole experience, and Scandinavia too, and Japan. So it's going to be a bigger. All right, I'm going to read this. John. Hey, John, can you at least click the link I'm sending you right here in that chat? That way I can see who you are, and so it doesn't say Facebook user. But this is what he says. I had my car deliberately set on fire. There's an open investigation about it. Single dad of 2 boys who I have full time. I can't get to work or them to school. Whew, that is wow. Who would set a car on fire deliberately? I hope it's not a, crazy woman you've been messing with, bud. Cause I know I've met some crazy women that would do that kind of shit. But that doesn't sound like a shitty situation, especially during Christmas time. If it's legit, again, we can't check if it's legit. We're just saying if you feel it's legit when you guys are looking. He just sent me a DM.
There you go.
There he goes. I do got pictures. Oh, there's a black mark. Oh, there is a car on fire. Yeah, he's not. And we have me and John have chatted before. So this isn't, he's in Calgary. He was going to come to Lake Louise. So, yeah, let's see if we can get some help he is a hockey player. This is a legitimate hockey player. This is so. Oh, it's Jordan. Oh, it's goalie Jordan. Okay. Got it. Okay. Let's try to get you some help, buddy. All right. So, let's go into Jason. I don't know what we want to call it. Reference. Jason's. I don't know.
We're going to come up with a name. If you've got a suggestion for a name, let us know. Maybe we'll name this segment after your suggestion. But I actually just have a funny reffing story that happened Tuesday this week. No, it was Sunday. I'm sorry. Today's Tuesday. I don't even know what date it is. It's been a rough couple of weeks. It was Sunday night, and it was our C2 division was having their playoffs. And I had to pick up a couple of games because we had some big tournaments in town. So a lot of our referees were busy doing tournaments. So they needed some help. They wanted to make sure that they had refs for the playoff game. So I picked up a couple of games. So I go to a playoff game. As you probably know, you've been in before. Playoff games are a little bit more feisty, a little bit more chippy than normal, right? And the 2 teams that were playing, I know both well and know that they're feisty, chippy teams as well, right? So we know it's going to kind of be like that. The game gets started, and me and my partner, the other referee, had decided that we're going to let them play until we feel like it's a little bit out of hand, and then we'll start calling everything, right? So there was a play at center ice. 2 guys just kind of turned at the same time going for a puck. They ran into each other. One guy was really big. One guy was a small guy. Small guy goes tumbling to the ice. And that team is furious. They're all up in arms, screaming. Can't believe it's not a penalty. But it's just 2 guys, incidental contact, so we don't call anything. Well, then it goes down on the other side of the ice, and one of the guys from the team that's mad throws a deliberate shoulder into one of the other team's players. So immediately both of our arms go up. We call the penalty. As you can imagine, this team that was already upset with us, more upset with us now.
Yep.
So I'm going to drop the puck in their zone because it's a penalty. And their captain comes onto the ice and he wants to talk to the other officials. So they're talking, the other officials explaining to him what happened. And one of the guys from the other team starts yelling at that captain. He's like, "Hey, get off the ice, send him an email. It'll be quicker." Like just kind of chirping him. And the goalie from the team that was mad starts chirping back to the guy that was chirping the captain. So I told them both, I said, "Hey, everyone relax. As soon as we get this under control or get his questions answered, we'll drop the puck." The guy who I know, I've played with him before, right? I've been on teams with him before, who is on the team that's mad, says to me, "Well, everyone would chill out if you'd open your fucking eyes and make a call." And I'm like, "Okay, fair enough." Captain goes off the ice. I drop the puck. The guy who just said that to me, I shit you not, the other player falls down as they're trying to do the face off, and he just cross checks the shit out of him right in his back, right in front of me. So immediately my arm goes up. And he didn't think it was funny that I said, "Well, I was opening my eyes and calling something so that everyone would calm down." He didn't
Got
find
him.
that hilarious. I thought I was being punked. To be told if you'd open your fucking eyes and call something and then immediately cross-check the shit out of somebody, I was like, I'm being punked right now.
Yeah,
This can't be real.
I love the instant karma. It's
Yeah.
happened to me in the negative way before. I don't know if I've told this story before, but like when I first started playing, we went to this tournament and I can't. We didn't do it on purpose, but we like in Oklahoma, you don't really have a ton of guys, so you just take the guys that'll go to tournaments. And we were probably better. We were better than that. Like we had some pretty good players that shouldn't have been in the division. Let me not pull any punches. This is 10 years
Yeah.
ago, for crying out loud. And we had to play a team in a championship game, and every single team that we had beat was still at the thing rooting for the team that we were playing because they were
Sure.
all friends, right? So because we were
Yeah.
in Dallas, Texas. And so it was a pretty heated game. And I can remember this one guy wanted to fight me. Dropped his gloves, right? He dropped him. He tried, and he got a penalty called on him. Okay, cool. And on the ensuing face-off for the power play, it won it back to the defense. Guy shot it. I deflected it and scored. And instead of celebrating with my team, I skated over to the penalty box and I blew him a kiss. I got the 10-minute, or I got a penalty to go in the box. They scored to tie the game back up and then won it in a shootout. And so I got the instant karma. It's great when it happens to other people. It wasn't great when it happened to me, but I do love seeing instant karma happen to people.
I just was like, I can't believe you'd tell the goal or the ref to open his fucking eyes and then immediately cross-check somebody.
Yeah, and then
I mean, my eyes were open. You told me to open my eyes. They were
and he
wide
probably
open.
wasn't mad. He probably was mad that you called it.
Right.
I would assume.
Oh,
right?
he definitely was.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
definitely was.
yeah. I mean, it's always those people. It's always those people like with the biggest mouths, and I'm going to go on a limb and say he probably didn't even remember saying that to you 2 seconds ago. I think he's one of those guys that just loses like his entire mind.
Yeah.
And those people are the best to play hockey against too, because
Yeah.
you can get in their head and they just go and go and go. Luckily, I haven't had to deal with league hockey in a long time because I've always gone. But there's some craziest shit that happens in league, especially in Calgary, like in the wintertime, because all people can do is drink and play hockey at nighttime in the winter here. Because I mean, what else? You're not gonna go out when it's minus 30 degrees. And they just shit. I mean, 11, 15 games, and it just shit gets wild, man. Like it's just insane. So
it's crazy how angry people show up to the rink. Like I'm just like, man, just like, can we just throw the puck around and have a good time?
Nick, if Jason was reffing in a Dex, would you throw him out of a game? Would he call me a motherfucker? I think that's
I might.
Yeah. And then me and him could have some words. You can't call me that motherfucker. I mean, I don't. Isn't it funny how like none of the good things I've ever done, the stories don't ever stick around.
Get remembered. Yeah.
It's only the shit I did that was shit. And listen, I will fully admit in that situation, I went off the rails, but I feel that the ref also went equally off the rails. And I was trying to be nice to him, and I'm like, hey, you can't call me a motherfucker. Like there's our customers, like they can't hear, speaking to play. Like if I was just a random player, like, and then it got heated, more heated. And then he called me off the ice, and I said, well, if you're kicking me off, you're kicked off too. And then he went. So what am I supposed to do? And then he said, we're going to go call the tournament director. And I was like, all right. He's like, what's your name? I'm like, Nick Fleehart. And he's going, "Oh, you are the guy running the tournament." I'm like, "Yeah." And then he continued to chase me up and down, yelling at me, and I'm like, "All right." So, yeah, it sucks that everyone has a bad day, me included. Now I've been pretty low key here, win or lose. I mean, now I'm just
Yeah.
exhausted. I'm
Yeah.
exhausted all the time, so I don't really have time to get in anyone's chili at this time, or the energy per se to get in anyone's chili.
Just say your team ref now. That's all. Just
Yeah,
your
I
team
I
ref.
am. I am on the stripes and goalie. That's all I care about right now, bud. Hey, we do gotta find one that you're not playing in and you just ref.
I would love
Uh,
that.
but but I mean, maybe we do. I mean, because I'm thinking about more budgetary concerns. But I guess
Right.
if you're staff but you don't play, but
Right.
you ref, I mean, we pay what we would pay the ref as well, right? So
Sure.
then maybe it starts making a little more sense, right? And then we can get you out mic'd up and here's the deal. Here's an issue that we're having right now. I can't find our camera anywhere.
Oh boy.
And it's a cheap camera, or not a cheap camera. Like it wasn't when I bought it. I mean, it was FS5 and it was like $5,000. I can't find it anywhere. I thought Peck had it. No, Peck don't have it. Thought Dan had it. No, Dan don't have it. Thought it was in the trailer. Not in the trailer. I don't have it. I don't know where it's at. That's a lot of money. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, I still have the mics and stuff to hook up, but I can't find the camera bag. And that's kind of what happens when you're traveling around so much. So, if you'll subscribe to our Patreon so we can get another camera
That would be
or
great.
OnlyFans, that would be
Yeah.
incredible.
Either one.
Sneaky 5 assists this past tourney, Nick. I did have 5 assists in 4 games. Our team only scored like 5 goals though the whole tournament. And see, and here they go with a missed empty netter. See, and they're chirping me and they're coming up
Anonymous.
with Facebook user. Here,
Yeah.
let me paste it again. Why don't you chirp me? Why don't you click that and then chirp me, motherfucker? And here's what I did. I basically just passed the puck to John, and John went and scored a goal. And we literally only scored like 5 goals all tournament. So I mean, I don't know what else you want me to do. I'm not a goal scorer. You saw I missed 3 times. I had him beat. Like the goalie was down and out. I just fucking missed. I'm not a shooter, man. Just a distributor. I distribute things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we should. Joe says some people say you should go to do Tampa, but the problem is if Jason does Tampa, I got to do Omaha, right?
You get to do Omaha is what you meant to say.
Well, I just meant someone's got to cover a tournament. Is basically what I'm saying, right? It's not when I want to go to Omaha because it's oh boy. Did we just get someone in here? Hold on. How does this work? John Dunham?
Yeah, I didn't do this right, Nick. I clicked your link.
Maybe hey, you're on the show, John.
Hey,
look at I guess what link I sent, Jason?
What?
I accidentally sent the link that I sent you to join our show. So everyone now can just join. Watch this. Chris, what's up, buddy? Chris Westbrook. Dunham, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let's talk to John Dunham here for a second.
All right.
Hey, we got our first guest. we got our first guest.
Welcome, first guest ever on the Blpa Big Show.
Welcome to the show, John.
Made it to the big time. Shout out to my mom.
Yeah, shout out to Mrs. Dunham. She has a very good macaroni and cheese recipe.
There you go.
She did when my mom passed away, and I talked about one thing that my mom was known for was her macaroni and cheese. John brought some to Hershey and gave me a secret family recipe, and it was delicious. That's all I ate all weekend, as a matter of fact.
I just hope that's not what made you sick the first night.
Well, listen, John, I'm not here to bust on any balls here. But no, it wasn't. Hey, look, I can't.
Now we got a private chat from Chris.
Oh my God, I can't believe I sent out the link to join our show, and now here we are. Okay, John, well, while you're here, why don't you tell everyone about your experience with decks and maybe your best deck story?
Ooh, best deck story. That's got to be. I don't know. That's a tough one, but overall, my experience with decks has been. I mean, it's phenomenal. I've done 9 so far. I think over the last year or so, and it's. I mean, you just can't beat it. You can't beat meeting the people, traveling places, and I mean, it just takes you places you wouldn't think that you would normally go. Like Omaha, for example, it's the deck staple, right?
Yeah.
I've never once thought in my life, hey, let's go to Omaha, Nebraska, but it's on the radar because of BLPA.
See, did I not? We just had. I don't know if you've been listening to the show for very long, John, since we started, but we literally had this conversation like early on about Wichita and brought up that thing about Omaha. And here's John. Tell him where you're from, John.
I'm from Philly.
Yeah. So see, I mean, Philly guys. I don't know if you know Philly guys. They're a little crazy. I'm surprised John hasn't spelled out his favorite NFL team's name right now at the top of his lungs. But why would Philly guys want to go to Omaha? There's no reason to. But because they hear that, everyone's kind of hyping up Omaha, that now people want to go to Omaha. It's nuts.
You can hear the Philly guys at every Dex we go to, because once they've had a few too many drinks, they start chanting.
E-A-G-L-E-S. It's just, and you're just like, all right,
nonstop.
well, okay.
Yeah.
That
two of them find two other ones, and they all get together, and then once that happens, it's over from there.
It's like we basically, if we don't want that in our registration, we're gonna be like, "Are you an NFL fan? And what's your team?" And we only block out Eagle. Once one Eagle fans there, well, we can't have any more because that's all we're gonna talk about.
Sorry, we're all sold out on Eagles fans.
But you know what? Like, I like passionate sports fans.
Me too.
And like, the reason I like college football is because the fans are so passionate. You feel like you lose that a lot in the NFL, but not in Philly. Not in Philly. Sure. I mean, these guys are climbing up light poles,
throwing snowballs.
Yeah, I mean, this. Who do you think's better fans, Jason? And don't let John being on the show, sway your opinion.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles fans or Buffalo Bills fans?
Ooh,
not a better team, just better.
That's
fans.
A heavyweight matchup in fandoms for sure. I'm sorry, John. I'm gonna have to tip the cap to the Bills Mafia. I think Bills Mafia is kind of like peak NFL fandom, but Philly is on their heels. They're probably as close as you can get without being Bills Mafia.
I gotta go unbiased on this one. I have to agree with you. Okay. I don't go to Eagles games at the stadium because the fans are so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to bring Chris on too, because I think I just saw him on. But so we're just going to. Chris is a big Dex guy too. Chris, are you there?
I'm here.
All right. Hey, listen, we're going to ask you your Dex experience first, but we're talking about the best sports fans right now, and it was between Philly and Buffalo. And my take on Buffalo fans is the reason I think they're the best is because they jump through tables for fun.
Yeah, right.
It's not like that's how they show their fandom. And like Eagles fans are loud and obnoxious about their team, but they're not jumping through tables. They might beat each other up.
They're beating each other up and going to jail in the stadium.
But that's not. But that's not for the team. That's just because they're drunk and want to fight each other. That's just a Philly thing. Like that's how they say hello. Like here in Canada, we handshake each other. Philly, they punch each other in the mouth.
In the face.
It's just the way, you don't even have to get on their nerve. Like you can just be like, hey, bud, nice Eagles jersey. Bam, right in the mouth. It's like, okay, this is how we do things. But I think if we put in a fight, if we found 10 Bills fans and 10 Eagles fans and had a fight,
I think Philly's winning that one.
Yeah, Eagles win that for sure.
Yeah.
Especially if there's alcohol.
Oh, well, I've never seen a Philly person not drink.
Yeah.
I mean, Philly and Buffalo are so cold that, like, if you're going to an outdoor stadium like that to watch a game, you got to drink or you're going to, like, freeze to death. Like, you got to get that blood pumping.
Yeah, I just got to make an announcement. I just got back yesterday from Vegas, and I haven't got to chat with the group about the top 10. So we won't be announcing it today, but it will come out this week. And I'm sorry, I know that I let you down for that, but we will announce that. I don't know. Jason's not on Facebook, so he doesn't know. So basically, Omaha's 5th year, I wanted to put the power in the hands of the people for their theme.
Okay.
And so what I did is I said, give us all your theme ideas. We have a group of about 5 or 6 people like Alyssa, Dan, Peck, Tanis, that are going in, and they're going to get to pick their favorite one, and then we're going to take those and do a vote on the group and that's what the theme's going to be.
Okay. I like it.
So not because I don't have theme ideas, I have a ton of theme ideas, but I thought it worked really well in Philly. I kind of sourced it with the Philly crowd, and we came up with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as a theme. And John, are you an Always Sunny fan, and have you seen the jerseys? What do you think?
I can't say I'm a big fan of the show. I've watched bits and pieces of it, and I'm probably going to get annihilated for saying that on this live. But the jerseys they're my favorite Philly jerseys so far.
You don't like My Little Pony, bud?
Actually, I preferred that jersey, but we went 1-4 bronze champs on Alvin.
Alvin, let's go. I was on Alvin Chipmunks. All right. Well, all right, Johnny. Well, you got anything to say before I let you go and let Chris tell about his draft experience?
No, I'm happy to get out of here because I don't know how I got here in the first place. But
I do. I made a mistake, and this doesn't happen very often. But I was trying to give people the Facebook link so I could see who it was, because there is a link that people can go so it shows their name. But I was giving you the actual link into our live stream, and maybe this is a new thing. Maybe we just discovered something here.
Yeah.
So
New segment.
yeah. All right, Johnny. Well, I appreciate you messing up and coming on here, and thanks. And we'll see you here in a couple weeks in Philly.
yeah, have a good night, fellas.
All right, buddy. All right. Next up, Chris. Another big Dex guy, Chris Westbrook. What's going on, Chris?
Not too much, just hanging out. How are you guys?
Hey, we're doing good.
Good.
Jason?
Yeah,
I think
doing
Jason's
great
good.
actually. Now that you're here.
Yeah,
Try.
look at your sexy avatar. It's just CW.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't you tell people about yourself, where you're from, and then just tell us a little bit about your Dex experience and your favorite experience so far.
Yeah. So I live in South Carolina, of all places. Big hockey town. A lot of transplants down here, so it's pretty good hockey. But found the BLPA on. You had some live streams going on with the original Iceland tournament.
Hell yeah!
It was January 2 years ago or so, and talked to a couple buddies, and they saw it. And I was like, we need to go to some of these. And you had one in Charleston, South Carolina. So we signed up, we went, and I was hooked. So played with some pretty fun characters there.
Yeah, that MC there in South Carolina is pretty handsome, though. Eh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, he held it down this past year. I think we took the gold.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rigged.
But then I so after the first Charleston tournament, definitely was hooked to go to Iceland for the second one, and loved every second of it. Can't wait to go back, and just signed up for Boston, so got another one on the schedule already. So
hell yeah. Are you going to one of the worldwide? Did you sign up for Scandinavia?
No, I had some buddies do it. It just wanted to. It just didn't fall into place. So
yeah, but I did enjoy Iceland. And did you know that me and Jason are actually Iceland experts? Like we basically are residents there now. That's how much we know about Iceland now.
I believe it.
Yeah,
we got to go back.
Yeah, well, I think I obviously a Dex is cool. I like the Dex idea. But like from the first year to the second year, there's quite the fall from players. I'm not sure why. Like, I mean, I think part of the reason like it sold out the first time is because we were all on COVID restrictions, and so everyone wanted to travel, which was cool. And we had like 84 and with a wait list. Jason bailed out of that one early or late because just COVID and in general. And then this year it was a little low, so I'm not sure if we want to go back with another Dex or if we want to do like a BLPA worldwide tour. Where we go over there, we play local teams, and then we do some tours. I don't know. I mean, I know you did a heck of a lot of tours. I saw all your pictures from this past year, and that looked pretty exciting. So I'm kind of on the fence about do we take a Dex over there again, which I'm cool with if we can get enough players to do it, or do we just do the tour and that kind of stuff? So what would be your thoughts on that?
I mean, I like the Dex setup. I like the idea. The tours look awesome, though. One of my good buddies is going to the Scandinavia one, so kind of jealous about that. So
Chris, you took gold in Iceland too, right?
I did over you and Peck, I believe, in a shootout.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, hell yeah. I do a lot of them, but I was pretty injured at that point.
Yeah.
You took a shot.
Yeah, that's but yeah, well, I mean, I'm glad you found BLPA. I'm glad everyone finds it. I'm glad you've become kind of a stable, like a stable person, like in terms of you come to a lot of them, so we get to see you around. You're a great guy, and you always bring the crews, really. I mean, how many people do you guys have in Savannah last year?
I think I brought 7 or 8, and then I knew of 4 or 5 more.
Yeah, I mean, you just bring your whole crew, and hopefully we're going to see you guys. I mean, because we're doing obviously we're doing Charleston again this year, but we have the North Carolina, where is that? The Charlotte
Bash.
Yeah. Fun fact: I actually locked Jason up via Dutch pinfold for secret team on that one.
Oh, and
They sure did. They
Oh.
sure did.
Whoa,
Yeah,
I think we're gonna mic Jason up for that one too as a player.
Okay.
that'll be
In
awesome.
that one,
I'll
and
have
then
to watch myself.
see what he can do. Maybe we'll just mic ourselves up full time because we can actually live stream from the GoPros.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah,
I have a GoPro too. Should I bring mine when I come?
Oh yeah, bud.
I got like the new one.
Hey, we'll hook both of these. Oh, the new one. Whoa, bud. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get them live streamed up, and listen. If you're gonna listen to me, it's just gonna be. But if we get on the same team and we're playing defense together, they'll be able to hear the magic and the chemistry for the best defensive duo in Dex history. So
for sure. Yeah,
we never played together defense, but I just know we will.
I mean, we haven't yet because.
Better say I've not seen either one of you on D yet.
Oh, but listen, I was in D in Wichita, just shutting things down. I was a gold medal defenseman in Omaha last year, by the way. Ask Wildman Bill O'Connor. He'll tell you about my skills.
I back checked twice last night. So
wow.
I'm basically a defenseman.
Basically. And guess what? We can't skate backwards. That's how good we are. We can't skate backwards and we're good defensemen. So
Exactly.
So, yeah.
In beer league, anyone that back checks is a defenseman.
Yeah.
I agree.
And actually, it's anyone that even thinks about it. So
yeah,
perfect. So, all right, buddy, you have anything to add before we let you go and finish up the show?
No, thanks for having me on. I just happened to stumble across the Restream link. I was just watching it on Facebook Live. So
yeah, hey, me too. But I think we've kind of we've kind of created a new segment by accident. So I'm pretty stoked about it.
Yeah.
So all right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. And are you in Philly? Are you coming to Philly?
Not Philly. I'll be. I think Boston's going to be my next.
Okay.
Tournament.
So forgoing Savannah this year.
Yeah, it's just too close to Boston, so I figured I'd go all out for St. Patty's Day.
Oh, hey, just take it easy on the beer. I mean, I've been there, but you got to do it. So,
yep.
So yeah. All right. Well, we'll chat with you soon, Chris.
See you, Chris.
Good. Y'all take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Listen, I know Chris is a big BLPA Big Show guy because when we were in Charleston, first thing he said to me is, "When you guys gonna start podcasting again?" He's like, "I need more podcasts." So big BLPA Big Show guy.
I feel bad when people say that because we're not taking breaks because we just want to. Like I want to be in here doing it. It's just it's so the time press is where it's at. And I wish I had if I could win the lotto, Jason, me and we could podcast every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we just have a show. Like I just full-time salary for the podcast and we fucking kill it. Right.
Yeah.
So until we can find some big sponsors that can make it to where we can. I mean, we do it because we love it and we love connecting with the people, but there's time constraints and family and all that stuff. Like, wouldn't it be cool if we could just do this during the day? Because I did like a live stream where I was announcing, like, giving a gift to someone. We had like 100 people in here, watching it, right? And so we could do it during the day. So you could make our dreams come true by
win the lottery,
BLPA.com, BLPA OnlyFans.
Yeah, something.
Joe has said he loves when Nick plays D, because he lets me take the puck and put it in an open net. Well, that probably had something to do with Frank being back there, I think.
I prefer when Joe plays D because he's might be the only guy I can toe drag.
Yeah, exactly. So Joe the toe. Everyone see you in Omaha too, Lexi. Oh, Lexi was in Wichita. That was her first one. She loved it. She's hooked.
Okay.
She also doesn't like Philly. So next week, hopefully we'll be doing this. Am I gone? No, I'm not. What's next? Next week's not Christmas on Tuesday, is it?
It is, yeah.
On Tuesday?
Yeah, on Monday.
Oh, and I leave Tuesday to go to SoCal. We might have to podcast. What do you do Christmas Eve?
I'm having dinner with the Panicos.
What time?
I don't know, but we'll probably be done early.
Or we can podcast early in the day.
Yeah, or you can wait till I get back. I'll probably be intoxicated. So it's really whatever you want to do.
Or we can podcast from the Panicos and get Frank on. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So so other than that, man, I mean, all we basically have to talk about is ref stories and tournaments right now.
Hey, I like our new segment that we got here where we just bring some random people in and let them talk.
Maybe I should just accidentally do that.
Yeah.
You know what would be funny?
But don't announce it. Just like throw it in. It's like first person that clicks on the link
gets to come on and talk about things.
Yeah.
And you know what we should do? Then we should start going around to like weird Facebook groups and just posting it in there and then see who comes on. Like like it's like a
make new friends.
It's like chat roulette, but it's it's just different people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one.
In.
Okay, and also we need to talk about this because I am serious about it. What do you want to say on these cards that I'm going to make you to give to players you ref, to teams you ref? Because look, it's going to look like something like this. Like, look, so like we have like this thing right here. It's just a little card, right?
It
And
needs
so
to be like almost like a "How's my driving" sticker, right? It's like "How's my reffing?" Call number, blah blah blah, and then give me like a fake ref number, 069 or something.
yeah, 69,420.
Yeah, report all lousy calls to this number or something like that. Like you get what I'm saying, right? Like
Yeah.
a work truck. How's my driving sticker?
Yeah, and then I literally make a hi. This is Nick from the BLPA. We are very, very interested in making refs accountable in the BLPA, and we want to know how your latest ref did. It sounds like you're calling about ref number 69420. Please tell us of your recent experience with the ref. All calls are monitored. All calls are monitored for training purposes.
Yeah, exactly.
and then they just go off, and then we play them on the show. Like I think that's brilliant. Okay, well I'll have to get on that and see how we do it. But I think it would do two things. I think it would, and I know I'm not looking at the camera now because I'm also talking by trying to. There's 27 registrations for the Savannah tournament right now. We got to get up to 80, boys. Let's go.
I'm going to do Savannah this year for sure.
Are you? Okay. So we're up to 29 with me because I don't think I've registered yet. 29. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that not only will it give us some good content, but I think it'll be a way to market the show a little bit better.
Yeah, I think that'd be fantastic.
And the other way we can market the show, you could show your meaty clackers like you said you would if someone pays. Cool.
Sure.
But 3 is if you guys shared it. You said, hey, go listen to these guys. I mean, I know they're not the Kelsey bros, and one of them's not dating Taylor Swift, but we could be.
We could be.
Taylor,
if you're out there, holler.
Or anybody, just someone holler, please. Anybody,
literally anyone.
Hey, how was the Dick Particle Index today? Any?
Oh yeah, the Dick Particle Index has been rather low lately because it's freezing outside. So everyone's got their dicks nice and bundled up. So Dick particles have been pretty low.
And also, when the air is cold, it's heavier, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right. Or is it lighter?
No. Cold air is heavier because heat rises. The hot air is light, so it rises up.
Okay. But when hot air, it's when the particles are moving so fucking fast,
crazy
right?
fast.
So you can't get the dick particles up in the air.
No.
But when it's cold, they just kind of they don't spread
because the dick particles are warmer than the cold air, so they rise up above it.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Science.
Hey, I'm a scientist. That's what we do here. So, all right. Anything else to add here? I mean, we're 53 minutes. I mean, we're close enough to an hour.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Next session starts in January, so let's get some cards printed. I think we got a winner with that. And I think there's going to be plenty of complaints. So, I'll do my best.
Can you imagine? Okay, we're doing it because it's you, right? And someone says, "Why do I start listening at this part about you don't want to know about the Dick Particle Index? Like this is a safety.
I'm trying to help you.
Public service. Like we're telling you when you can go outside and not get dick in your mouth. I don't know what the problem is." Sorry for
no good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, sorry for helping you out, bud. Wouldn't it be funny if then it caught on and we got complaints from refs all over, but then we also flipped the script and we just had refs come on anonymously and tell about dickhead players.
Yeah, which I might just call into that one nonstop.
It just might be you.
Just be like, this voice sounds familiar. I'm like, I don't know. Sounds sexy.
Oh, this is a ref from so she started with the meaty clackers and it's Alyssa. Can you imagine Alyssa not clicking the Facebook link and knowing how to do that? Should we try to get Alyssa on the show?
Is she your social person? Your social media person?
Exactly.
Doesn't understand social media?
Exactly. Like what am I
Good help's hard to find.
Yeah. Hey, guess what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to change the link next time because now everyone has our link. Because people up to 10 people could come in here and we could fucking rip on people, right? Or we could be nice to them, or we could do fifth caller wins free tickets to the New Kids on the Block show. Woo! But anyway,
I like it.
All right. Well, hey. Good show today. Maybe we went off the cuff.
We freeballed it a little bit, so hope you guys didn't mind some freeballing.
I was going to announce that as a joke at the front, but then I got lost in other stuff. But enjoyed the show. Hopefully, we'll come back next week, and then the next week after that, and we'll be on a streak. We'll finally get a streak going.
We're gonna make the streak happen. I feel it.
remember, once we can get paid, we'll streak all the time.
We'll
bro.
streak all you want.
Hell yeah. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for being here. Hopefully we'll see you guys at a tournament. We got a lot of them coming up. Other than that, anything to add from you?